brand new highlighter. I'm going to highlight one line.
Because what did you do today, Jer?
What did you do? You put a whole paycheck on the house.
And then some. So how much did we just put on our house?
$2,000.
Jeremy.
$2,060.
No, $2,063.71.
71 cents.
And he got to color the line. Woohoo, baby. Okay, welcome back. If you guys are new to this channel, this is Life with the Monicos, and we do a lot of videos on budget because we are trying to get out of debt. So if this is the first time you're here, you're going to be like, whoa, how did they do that? So in the beginning of the video, you guys seen Jeremy putting the line on the debt free, which is the mortgage right here, because I couldn't get the one with a little house to print out. Okay, and this one was the Jeep Wrangler. Nothing on the Jeep Wrangler. Okay, here's why. And I was so frustrated. I didn't know what to do, and I got scared. And okay, I even like posted in the Dave Ramsey Baby Step community on Facebook. I thought about calling him. Because I feel like I'm cheating. Now, the Dave Ramsey plan is your mortgage is actually baby step 6. Pay off the mortgage early, and then baby step 7 is give generously, which we're awesome about that. But Jeep Wrangler is still baby step 2. Okay, baby step 1 is you save up $1,000. Now you save up that $1,000, you leave it lay over there, you don't touch it. You don't touch it. If you think your transmission is going, hurry up and stick some extra money in the car maintenance fund just so you have it. If you find out that it's not your transmission, it's just like an oil change or a filter or something stupid, then you can take that money out of that car maintenance fund and put it back into your budget. Try not to touch your emergency fund. Baby step 2 is you take all your debt, not including the mortgage. So you have credit cards, you have all of that debt goes into your baby step 2. Okay. Baby step 3 is 3 to 6 months emergency fund. Our 3 to 6 month emergency fund would be $2,000 a month. So 2 times 6 is going to be 12. That's how you get your emergency fund. If you want to do 2 times 3, which is 6, that's how you get your emergency fund. Okay, and then you do like 4, 5, and 6 consecutively or at the same time. So 3 is your like big emergency fund, your 3 to 6 months. 4, okay, I went to reach behind me to get Dave's Total Money Makeover, and I lent it out to a friend. 4, investing to like 15%, which that's a click of a button for us, and then you pay for your kids' college, which we said we weren't paying for our kids' college. If we decide to do that different when the time comes, because I already did pay a Penn State bill, we will cash flow that. I already did the math. If she goes to Penn State Du Bois for the 2 years, it lives at home, eats at home, and does things right, it's going to cost us to cash flow it $1,500 something a month. So way over what we really have. It would just mean that if we are not debt free by the time she goes to college, it's going to slow down our debt snowball by about $1,500, because then we'd only be putting like $500 in. I don't want to do that. So I need to buckle down and do something. And I put the mortgage in our baby step 2 because I feel that our mortgage isn't that big. A lot of my friends have mortgages like $200,000 or, $190,000. That's normal to buy, especially in our neighborhood. So our mortgage being like $42,625.87, that's more like someone's car. So I see people on like the Dave Ramsey YouTube channel, and they're doing their debt-free screams, and they're paying off like a $42,000 car, and I'm thinking, my mortgage is $42,000. Like, why am I putting it in BS6 when I can just wipe it out in BS2 and start like investing and giving and making my money count? So that's what my husband and I decided. So it's always been in baby step 2. But here's the deal. The Jeep Wrangler does not have a spot where you can put an extra payment, which is normal, okay, with car payments sometimes. But what happens is when you go to pay extra on a car, they usually, and house, they do this with houses too, so please pay attention. They'll usually, like, our payment for this is like $300 and something, I don't know, because we always put $400 on it. They'll put extra payments. So let's say I put $2,000 on this, they're going to take that as 4 payments, which isn't a big deal because no matter what, I'm going to pay like all the interest on this vehicle, no matter what, because I was stupid enough to get a loan. But this has a spot where you can make a principal payment. Now, both of these together were going to take 3 years. So I felt like I was cheating. I still feel like I'm cheating the system. I'm totally doing it backwards. Don't do this. Understand that I've been doing the Dave Ramsey plan for 3 years. It works. Do it step by step by step. Do not do what I'm doing. It changes when you do the step by step by step and you take the little one and you pay the $322 off one that you never thought you'd be able to pay. You're like, yes, we did it. It changes a behavior. Okay, so Jeremy and I's behavior has already been changed. We are 2 completely different people than we were when we started this in 2016. When we did have money, and there were times in our life where we made a lot of money. We were foolish with it. Very foolish. And everyone will say like, oh, they were always good with money, blah, blah. There were times my gas was getting shut off. And there was no reason for it because we had money. We were foolish with our money. So if you're making $80,000 a year and you're getting your gas shut off or water shut off, this plan is for you because you're being stupid with your money. And I can say that because I was stupid with my money. Not stupid anymore. So these were both going to be paid off in 3 years. This was the baby step. I did the math. It's always been in BS2. We decided that the mortgage, being that it had that extra spot where you could make just principal payments and it wasn't going to be taken as 3 or 4 payments, and watch those fees and things go, the numbers not go down like we want them to. Like I said, it's all kind of a mind game. It's what you're going to see. All right, so the Debtday Paycheck. My paycheck this was a really awesome paycheck. Thankfully, a couple coworkers decided not to take their turn in taking an extra shift. So I got like 2 extra shifts, holiday pay, overtime. So like I got the wham bam awesomeness. Thank you to my coworkers because I picked up those extra shifts. And I doubt my job, there's not going to be extra shifts to pick up anymore, which is nice. I mean, we have the coverage and everything, but this was kind of it. So I'm going to have to do a side hustle of something. But my paycheck ended up being, with everything taken out, is $1,014.56. So I can say all of it went on debt. Okay? We made a debt day payment, because my paycheck all went to debt. I'm closing the book. Of $2,063.71. And everyone's being like, Chas, where'd you get an extra $1,000? I'll tell you where. Don't eat out. Stop eating out. Right there was like $300. Yeah, $300 in eating out. You think it's easy, but guess what? It costs money, I swear. Okay, so we also had extra money we still have extra money in the Jeep Wrangler. Like, I have some of the payments to where we already have money in that account. Like, I had like 2 months of payments in the Jeep. So we made the Jeep payment and there were still 2 payments in there. So not that I stole, but I took a payment out of that and put it in our debt day payment. So another $300 came from the Jeep fund. There's still an extra payment in there, but I also took out one and put it in the debt day. So that's like another almost $400. We had extra money in our national fuel fund, and I'm pretty sure there's still extra money in there. I think there's like $80 in there. So after we paid the payment and there was, $180 in there, that's kind of 2 payments. So I took like $100 from the national fuel fund, and I made sure that I was only technically, if any, a payment ahead. So anything that was 2 payments ahead, I took the money out and then we put it on the debt. So we're still 1 payment ahead. And the reason being is when you do your debt, you can make it so it's like reoccurring. The Jeep payment, we put $200 in there every 2 weeks in our electronic checkbook. So no matter what, $200 goes in every 2 weeks. So in a month where you have a 3 pay, you're putting an extra $200 in there. And usually throughout the year, there's going to be 2 months where you have a 3 pay month. It just happens. Like twice a year, you're getting that month where it's 3 paychecks instead of the 2. So those extra pays, also $200 goes into that. So if you do it right, you end up being like a payment ahead because you have that extra money in there, which we've had it done for 2 years. So there were 2 payments in there, and we were like, okay, it's time to, take it down some more and start lopping it on the debt. So that's where I got the extra money. And that's why we're paying on the mortgage, not the Jeep. I am a cheater. I'm a cheater. I am not going in order. So you can either watch me fail horribly. Oh God, I hope not. I hope I am behaviorally ready to do this. I hope that my timetable still is the same and it doesn't change. And we'll see if I mess up or not. Guys, pray for me. Pray for me I do not mess up. I don't know. I feel like I'm cheating Dave Ramsey. Do not tell him. If I mess up, I will make that call myself and tell him myself. But I put $2,063.71 on the debt. Okay, we did. Jeremy hit the button. I moved the money around and made it happen. Okay. So I love this Debtday Paycheck video, and if you guys need inspiration, watch this. It is unbelievable, and I am entirely excited about the journey that we are starting to make.